So I hear that you are a producer. Will you explain to us what that is?
So I produce music. I make music. Right now, I'm primarily focused on, like making beats and reselling them to, rappers, vocalists, that kind of stuff. But
That's awesome.
yeah.
That's awesome. So like, is a producer mean just like making beats, or like what is a producer like? Is there like a definition or something? Or it just says like
Oh,
I make
man.
beats type of thing.
I mean, there's a whole range of things it could be. Like, I primarily make beats. But in addition to that, I also, like if someone sends me, their tracks that their band did and they want me to mix them, I'll do that too. Or,
Okay.
I'll record someone. Or, I mean, it can mean a whole range of things,
Right.
I mean, even for something like a podcast, like I could
Mhm.
mix like something like this. It's,
Yeah, because mix the audio levels exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, that makes sense. So like, what is the process of like making a beat? What is your process of making a beat?
Well, a lot of it depends on the genre. Like, if I'm just, making something for fun, I'll sit down and I'll go to my little MIDI keyboard. Or I guess if you don't know what that is, it's kind of just like little piano, I guess,
Gotcha.
electronic piano. And I'll just sit down and come up with a little riff and I'll record it. Then I'll build stuff around it. I'll add drums behind it. I'll add bass, That's my general process. Maybe I'll find a sample on the internet that I can use, like a guitar sample or whatever.
And mix it in.
Depending on what genre I'm doing. And yeah.
Are you using Fruity Loops or
Yeah, I use FL Studio.
FL Studio? I know every time I say Fruity Loops, people say FL. I feel like you guys talk about it so much. You're like, it's FL Studio. Like,
Yeah, I don't know. It sounds weird calling it Fruity Loops, to be honest.
isn't it? Right? It's like I use Fruity Loops. Sounds professional. Yeah, that's wild. So, like, how long do you think it takes to make a beat? I know, like, average, or it depends, but like on a good average.
It depends so much on the beat. I mean, I've sat down and busted out one in like 45 minutes.
Wow.
And then other times, like, it's taken like 2 or 3 days to really, really get the sound that I'm going for and get things right. So
Right.
it depends so much on what I'm working with too.
Right. So that makes sense, though. So when you work with like a rapper, is it, I'm curious, like, do you normally make a beat for a rapper? Does a rapper tell you, give you the lyrics, you make a beat for them? Like, how does that kind of process work when you work directly with a rapper?
So there's 2 ways that could go. So the first one is that I just have a beat already made and they're interested in purchasing it. So, they'll send me the money. I'll remove my watermark from it and I'll send it to them. Then the second way that could go is they hit me up and they say they want to commission a beat. So they'll tell me what genre they're looking for, what sound they're going for, and I'll make it. I'll send it to them as kind of a rough draft. And then from there I can change things that they don't like about it or, that they think could be different.
Work with
That's
it.
the general process. I mean, it totally depends on the rapper too. Everyone has their own different way of going about it.
Right. So do you have like a process right now where people buy beats? Like, do you have like I know a lot of people right now are doing that thing where you upload beats to a website and people literally just come to your website, purchase the rights, and then like there you go, there's the beat. Or do you have like a more kind of direct message type approach?
So that's what I'd like to be doing. I wish that all my beat sales could be online and in my shop. I have a shop on airbit.com, but that hasn't really been doing as well. The thing that's worked best for me is, approaching local musicians and just messaging them and saying, hey, I'm a producer. I provide these services.
Mm-hmm.
If you need them, hit me up and I'll take care of it.
Right. Like, because I have a friend that's a producer, and I've tried to get him to come on 1,000 times, but he's just like, nah, I don't do cameras. Noah, I'm talking about you. But, I mean, he's a dope producer, but we had this conversation once, it's like, how does a producer, quote unquote, like, make it? You know what I'm saying? Is it going to be a lot of just kind of DMing people and trying to get that one track that goes viral?
Mm-hmm.
Is it trying to work with as many local people as you can and just trying to resell it to the same people and make income that way? Like, what kind of, like, do you think you can, like, grow your business and try to make for example, just a producer-specific income type of thing?
Yeah, for me, making it would just be that, being able to pay my bills by producing. That's my ultimate end goal. When I first started out as a musician, it was like, oh, I want to be famous and I want to play big shows.
Right.
And the farther I've got into it and as I've gotten to producing, it's like, well, I don't really care about that. I just want to be able to make music and live my life and do my thing. And
Yep.
for me, that would be my end goal in this. And if I end up gaining a big following or whatever, then great. Like that's awesome. But
Right, right. So it's kind of just like that. So, but that's your main source right now, just kind of DMing rappers, talking with them, kind of conversation, and
yeah,
try to
rappers, local musicians, anyone like that.
and try to work
So
with them. Heck yeah, yo.